is so sad when we lose our dear ones. What can be said here, I even don't know. But just, if you don't fight this sadness, great sadness, this grief, and we open to it fully and unconditionally, we just find that it's all based on the substance of love so much. Otherwise, we would not grieve. We grieve what we love. And if we stop running away to the story of the mind and just meet this grief fully, the pure emotion, then we can see what it is that, which grief coming from. And inevitably, we will have to face loss of all forms, all of us. And this is telling the truth, this is maturity. We are somehow conditioned by the society. Let's change direction. To not speak about this, to hide the fact, to run away from the fact, to whatever activities, to pretend even that it's okay, that we are not feeling, or it's sad, but we are holding on. Yeah, we are strong, but just a mask. Ultimately, it reveals the vulnerability of any form. And this is a great gift which is given us by the loss of form. That we can discover this love in which holds it all. Holds on the appearance of this form and disappearance of this form. And obviously, what we love is not, if you look deeply, is not the form, but what this form evokes in us. This openness, this intimacy, this pure love. And what can be said about it at all? No wisdom here is appropriate. Just maybe a simple nakedness, like a child, like a little baby. Openness is the most appropriate. Let's change direction. Yeah, so when we just stop running away from these painful emotions, running away to feeling good, the gift of this negative emotion, or the gift of what is holding it all, then cannot be ignored and just permeates all. So what a real inquiry actually points us to is that it's okay to be fully human and experience different emotions. Rather than labeling this is the right emotion and this is the wrong emotion. And in this labeling, actually running away from the pure experience, hiding behind the mind's speculations, telling the story, and in this staying on the periphery. But there is a possibility just to open to any emotion, to be open. Let's change direction. And in this, there is a gift of finding that which is not touched even by any of the emotions, but also at the same time not separate from any of the emotions, any of the feelings, completely embraces it all. Then this human experience is, we can say, a blessed experience. Then the truth radiating through this moment, through this form, through any form, and can be recognized consciously. All right, let's collect. Okay, let's relax a bit. Let's continue with the neck. We breathe in and breathe out. Just being in the current moment, whatever is evoked, whatever is present. Maybe recognizing the breathing. So when any emotion arises in the body, we can recognize the movement of the mind, either towards or from the emotion. Usually it's towards or from some thoughts. Yeah, so in any way, mind turns away to the thinking, to explaining, to making sense of the emotion. And so actually, towards or from the emotion doesn't matter. It's all running away from the current moment, from being in the center. So at the moment of the emotion is the truth. This is a fact. But mind's story, it's running away. Just if one can recognize that and stay with the fact. Staying with the truth. There is no need to suppress the mind or make it quiet. One can allow it to speak whatever. Give freedom to the mind. In this freedom, you are freezing from the mind. And you can experience the emotion. Let's bring the head forward. And experiencing the emotion, it doesn't mean standing in the challenge of it as such. It's not something mind is doing. No, you're just as a baby, naked. No position, no play with the emotion, no duality, myself and emotion. Just the emotion. Even not the I thought. Then this is the depth of being human. This is the truth, because you are willing to see the truth as it is, without running away. All right. And ultimately, when one opens to whatever is present, then one of the deepest emotions, maybe the most deep, is the fear of death, obviously. And if this is met, or fear of loss can be quite similar. So each one will be different a bit. Someone will fear of his own death. Another individual will be very fearful of losing, of loss, of losing whatever is dear to him. And when this is met, then one just realizing the truth of who he is, if I can say it all like that. And in that truth, everything is okay. Emotions are okay. And feeling sad and grieving is okay. No problem with that. It's not that you become, like how I say in English, indifferent. Yeah, you don't care. Opposite. For the first time, you really care. You really care because you can feel it all the way. And a natural compassion then arises. towards yourself and towards the whole existence. And one of the elements of this compassion is compassion towards the body. So nothing wrong to work on the body, to make it feeling better. It's a blessed experience to create well-being in this body. But not using this practice as running away from meeting yourself. No, from meeting of yourself, then you do it. Or you allow it to be done. And then it's just an expression of love, expression of self-love, expression of love to the self, which is everywhere.